Everyone, so today I want to make a video about how to make a moss pole. This is all the tools you need. Metal grid I bought entire row. It's more cost effective. I use cutter to cut into different sizes. The size I usually use is about 8 cells, but this one I cut it to be larger because I want to grow multiple stems on the same grid. Also need hole puncture. This will be the back end of the moss pole. It's the cover bindings for your notebooks. Ideally, I want them to be larger, but I was able to find plastic covers that long on Amazon, and this is the size available there. So I'm thinking with this length, I can use about 3 covers to cover the entire length. And you'll be need zip ties and of course a lot of moss. I already punched the holes on a bunch of covers, and you can see there's some stain on them because originally I tried to glue them together using the super glue. However, they bind quite well and sit flat. When I try to bend them, all the connection piece just peel off. So this time thinking maybe I need to make the pole first. Then as they're ready on the pole, I use some glue to glue them together. Or like my other options, I just add a garden stick in the center to make it more stable. Okay, so we have all the tools we need. Let's start making the moss pole. Yeah, the first thing is just line these covers onto the one side of the grid. It's also to help them connect together. I'll be using the double, so I will overlay these covers. Here, as you can see, this is slightly longer than the 3-piece adding together, but this should be okay because in the future, when the plant grow on top of the moss pole, I might need to do an extension. So this part can hold as a joint point when I add more covers, or you can just cut it off if you don't plan to have such a tall moss pole. Yeah. Okay, so this is the rough side. Then what we need to do is cover all these holes with zip ties and connect them to the metal grid. So to make a moss pole, you do need a lot of zip ties. You can buy bulk on Amazon, and I bought different sizes, and I think I already used up all the small size. They only have large size. Okay, so now we got it all connected. Then we need a cutter to cut all the excessive zip tie. Now next step, we add moss, obviously. This is just the idea is to get some base, and then you can squeeze in more moss from the top end or the lower end. Okay. Now we add more moss and continue to zip them. This is the idea of the moss pole. Definitely this side will be going down to the aeroid mix. So you'll fill the bottom part with more soil mix, and then they'll go to the pot, and this will be the top side. And if you want to keep doing extension, we can add the cover here, or we can cut directly and discard this part of metal grid. And definitely the moss can be squeezed a little bit more. We can add more moss here. The back side of the moss pole, you can see it's not fully connected, so it's a little bit wobbly, but it's not such a big issue. We can glue them now since they are more in shape. Or we can add a garden stick through this way all the way back here, so they are more stable. Okay, here is the moss pole, and front is metal grid, and back cover is the binding cover. And yeah, it's going to be look like this. Actually, I have the Team Princess is on such a moss pole. Let's have this style. You can see it is much shorter ones. You can see it only has 2 covers, and you can see the bulge a little bit. Yeah, this will be how it looks like. Yeah, I think that's it. Let me know if you have any questions on how to make moss pole.